You're not supposed to talk about what goes on during pledging. These are trade secrets of the fraternities.
18-year-old Sawyer Updike was starting his freshman year in college, pledging Sigma Chi at the University of Texas at Austin in August 2023.
He committed suicide in January of 24, and of course the parents wondered why. And the mother was able to access his phone, talk to some people, and learn that he had been subjected to extreme hazing.
Updike took his own life after his first semester. According to court documents, there were psychedelic mushrooms and cocaine in his system. The family's attorneys have been building a legal case, which was officially filed on Thursday.
We're suing the national fraternity, the local fraternity, and some individuals who are involved in the hazing.
We're told Updike had several documented cases on his phone of the hazing he allegedly endured as a pledge at Sigma Chi. Hazing is prohibited by law and university policy.
We have a picture of the kid that stapled him before he did it. I mean, again, they were in some sick way, they were proud of it. They were proud enough to record it.
Other instances described in the lawsuit include Updike's leg being impaled with a fishhook at the frat house, having lit cigarettes put out on his body, and being pressured to consume drugs.
I think that may have been the unspoken question. How much will someone endure to be a part of Sigma Chi? And it's unbelievably shameful. It's criminal. It violates the law. And there should be an accounting here somehow, a reckoning.
While no evidence has been found of Updike personally reporting any of these instances, there was at least one complaint filed to UT that fall. Sigma Chi was already placed on deferred suspension, and the university ultimately decided to close the chapter.
There's something wrong, frankly, with someone that would think this is a rite of passage that can be applied to another young person.